to. So she finally took a chance and called for an appointment. And it ended up helping her. She was able to do the walking and sightseeing pain-free. It led to an enjoyable trip, and I think we're going to be able to help her live a better life going forward. One that won't let pain stand in her way any longer. This is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and these are the kind of real-life stories I love to hear. Pain can take so much away from us, and when we can alleviate that kind of pain, it makes our purpose here at Rejuvenex that much more fulfilling. Don't let pain stand in your way any longer. Every day is precious. Take that next step. Schedule your appointment at Rejuvenex and start living your life again.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain. Rejuvenate your life.
Take a look at our Google reviews to learn more.
Real James Imaging Systems clients. You've heard them right here on the radio for years. For instance, Chris Willems, office manager with Previan Law Firm.
I like the fact that the company is local, and I can always get a hold of my representative, who I have on speed dial, or I have a cell phone.
Then there's James Imaging Systems client Preston Clark, who oversees IT services at Creative Business Interiors.
If I do need service, they're here almost within 4 hours every time. I've never had an issue where I'm like, where is that guy?
James Imaging Systems business technology client Lori Salzman, Vice President of Enterprise Services at Junior Achievement of Wisconsin.
I've never met an organization that is so responsive to make sure that we are up and running all the time for us to be more efficient and allow us to focus more on the work that we do for helping young people.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. To learn more, visit jamesimaging.com.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Big interviews for Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. He interviewed today for the Tennessee Titans head coaching job and has more scheduled for Atlanta, Arizona, Las Vegas, and Miami. Coach Matt LaFleur.
I fully anticipate him getting one of these, and I would be so happy for him because he deserves it. I'd hate to see him leave for us. But at the same time, that's what this business is all about. And he's earned those ops, so I'm excited for him in that regard. But we'll make sure we have a good plan in place.
A big night of basketball with the Bucks returning home to face the Minnesota Timberwolves. Coverage begins at 6:30 right here on WTMJ. And in college basketball, Marquette continues Big East play on the road at St. John's. Hear the game on 94.5 at an ESPN at 5:30. Taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic, we are seeing some major delays on I-94 near American Family Field. They're a little worse heading eastbound this time, but they're still pretty bad around both those areas. You're going to be pretty backed up. Other than that, though, no major incidents and no major delays. It's time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Overnight tonight, chance of rain, then snow, cloudy and blustery, low of 23. Tomorrow, falling temperatures, mostly cloudy with a chance of snow showers, high of 25. Thursday, partly cloudy, chance of afternoon snow, high of 25. Friday, chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, high of 34. Saturday, chance of flurries, mostly cloudy, high of 18. Right now in Madison, it's 40. In Green Bay, it's 39. In Waukesha, it's 41. And in Milwaukee, it is 43 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Thank you for joining me for What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. What's up for fun in West Dallas in winter and in summer? Find out in the next 20 minutes before our Milwaukee Bucks game coverage. And Dallas has a creative contest going on right now that you can vote on, a festival planned for next week, and another Wisconsin State Fair headliner revealed today. Find out who and turn up one of their hits with the song you need to hear about 6:25. And starting off with a spectacular bucket list experience, one of Milwaukee's most beautiful historic buildings. Text the word WATCH to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line and prepare to be dazzled. Text WATCH to 855-616-1620, and you'll get the link to our WTMJ YouTube live stream to bounce right back to your smartphone. You may have seen a very unique view inside one of our cultural buildings on WTMJ.com or on TV News this week. It is one of my favorite annual traditions, and 2 years ago, I got to check this off my unique Milwaukee bucket list experience at the historic landmark downtown, the Pabst Theater. You know, Christmas Carol, great concerts. And when you look directly up, way up high, there is a chandelier. And it's not just any chandelier. It's a chandelier that weighs over a ton. And once a year, a ceremonious event occurs. That massive chandelier, it's lowered by hand, cranking it like they did when it was built in the 1800s. And it gets cranked and lowered all the way to just above the theater seats. And then volunteers come and individually clean and wipe off 30,000 crystals of the grime and dust that accumulates over the year. And I wanted to clean the Pabst Theater chandelier for years, ever since I heard about this experience. So come with me now to the theater. These are the audio highlights from a sparkling, magical video you can see if you text the word WATCH to 855-616-1620 to see it on our YouTube channel live stream. Come with me.
I'm Sandy Maxx with WTMJ, and I am very excited to be inside the Pabst Theater after hours. Eye level with one of the huge, beautiful, multi-crystalled chandeliers, and with one of the volunteers who makes sure it sparkles. What's your name?
Sandra Wicker.
Sandra, how many years have you been volunteering to polish these beautiful chandeliers?
If we wouldn't have had that little hiccup that everyone was going through, this probably would have been my 10th year doing it.
How did you get started?
I usher here. And I was talking to the house manager, and he kind of mentioned about how they bring it down, and there are volunteers that come in. She's like, I'd love to do that.
What is it about it that attracts people like you and me that we want to get our hands on this history?
This is a gem of a building. It's the fourth oldest continuous running theater in the country, built in 1895. You don't have too many of these in the country anymore. Unfortunately, people tear things down and put it in a parking lot.
We're smart. We preserve them here in Milwaukee.
Thank you, Michael Cudahy.
Yes. So what do you use to clean each of these crystals? And how many crystals are there?
There's about 33,000, give or take. I haven't counted them.
So you just get your spray bottle and some
soft cloth and kind of slowly and carefully. The chandelier has been up there since 1976. It's not the original. We don't know where the original is or what it looked like. So you basically very gently, you don't want to pull too hard. You don't want to break off the wires because it is getting a bit on the old side.
Antique, we prefer to call it. So when I walked in to the theater, just to even see it lowered and understand the perspective of just how huge this chandelier is and the beautiful glow, it really is an impact. What did you feel like the first time you saw the chandelier up close?
There were no words. There really weren't. And I have to say that yesterday we took a lunch break and we were sitting here eating our sandwiches and just
admiring.
Oh, yeah.
You take it in.
It looks so much different from when we started because there was a slight film on it. Not as bad as last year. Last year, the crystals were fuzzy because it hadn't been done for 5 years.
Oh, it's sat in here since like 2019.
Well, we hadn't had the opportunity to bring it down. There have been a lot of glitches in the system. And the light bulbs have to be switched out. Any electrical work that needs to be done, this is the time to do it.
What is one of the most surprising things that you've learned in cleaning this chandelier?
I think the way that it's actually constructed, because each crystal is linked by a wire to the crystal underneath it. But then there's also a wire that goes along the back of all of the crystals. It kind of reinforces it. And another thing I need to point out, if you come to the Pabst Theater and the third floor is open, go up to the third floor, go to the center entrance of the auditorium, and you will be at eye level with the chandelier. And if you turn around and do this, you can do a selfie with the chandelier in the background.
That's a good tip, Sandra.
Either that or you can come and volunteer and help us polish it, and you can get all kinds of selfies inside the chandelier too, which you can do when it's up there.
So mark your calendar for next January?
It should be around next January. You would spray, and then you just start rubbing and slowly work your way down the strand. So then as you come down, you just see the colors come out. It was amazing yesterday. You're just like, oh my God, look at that.
Oh yeah, let there be light.
Volunteer chandelier cleaner Sandra Wicker. She's just a wealth of historical knowledge and a joy to spend time with. She was so kind and welcoming. And Paul Solomon of Milwaukee also volunteered when I was at the 2024 chandelier cleaning, and he shared with me his feelings about the massive chandelier at the Pabst Theater.
I work here at the theater, so ushering here, you see it every night when you're here, and it's absolutely amazing. And to see it down and see how large it is and how small it makes the theater look, it's absolutely incredible. And while you're cleaning it, it's just mesmerizing, just looking at the lights and everything like that. So.
It really is. And you can see this sparkling video. It's on WTMJ.com. But if you text the word shine, like shine, S-H-I-N-E, to the Sighting Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line, see just how hypnotic and beautiful and massive this chandelier experience is. Text shine, S-H-I-N-E, to 855-616-1620, and you'll get that link to your smartphone. Shine, 855-616-1620, all 2,000 pounds of beautiful crystal at eye level. I am Sandy Maxx. What's up in West Dallas for you right now, next week, and to look forward to in the summertime? Those details are next on What's on Tap.
The Menards 15% off bag sale is here. Whether you pack it, load it, stuff it, or stack it, if it fits in the bag, you save 15%. Need new tools? Updating your bath or faucet? Or simply want some snacks? Put them in the bag and save 15%. So pick up a bag in-store at Menards and find out how much you can fit in the bag. Now through January 24th. See store for complete details.
Save big money at Menards.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world-class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. And I am Sandy Maxx, and it is wintertime, and West Dallas has a sense of humor. They have decided to have a Name the Snowplow contest.
Call Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
And the good news is we have the list of creative names that were submitted just before the holidays. Over 300 creative and fun names for the 3 city snowplows were submitted. They have been whittled down to 30, and it is time to vote. You can vote through January 19th at 11:59 p.m. The 3 top name getters will be displayed on West Dallas snowplows this winter season. And first place, you get to ride in the 2026 Christmas parade in your named truck. And you get a photo with the mayor and the name truck and a city swag bag. I think that's a heck of a, not only as a pride point, but you get to shine along with your snowplow. Now, I will tell you some of my favorite names, but you can see the full list if you go to westaliswi.gov/plow name. That's where you can go to the forum, see all the finalists, and cast your vote. And the winning names will be announced next Tuesday, right after the Monday voting. And those newly named plows are going to hit the streets soon after. Hopefully they won't have to plow too much. But if you just go to westaliswi.gov, you will see the plow names. So here are my choices, or not my choices. Here are some of the ones that jumped out at me of the 30 names. I would say I'd put these in the category of funniest names. Plowy McPlowface, you have my heart, because I will always think that Bodie McBoatface is funny. So you can vote for Plowy McPlowface. You can vote for Chicken Plow Maine, or Ope, let me scoop by ya. See, that's got a real Wisconsin touch to it. Or Truck Norris, or Oh Snow You Didn't. Those are some funny ones. And other amusing ones that caught my eye. Dwight Eisenplower. Lots of people I know love presidential trivia. Control Salt Delete entertains me as well. Cleopatra. Oh, I almost got it. Cleopatra. Egyptologists. Movies, TV characters, Star Wars fans, Darth Blader and Snowy-Wan Kenobi are your options. Also, the Big Leplowski of West Dallas. Threw in the West Dallas there as well for the dude fans. Blizzard of Oz, whether you're a Wizard of Oz fan or an Ozzy Osbourne fan. You've also got Taylor Drift that you can vote for. But I'm telling you, my very, 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 very favorite which is directly West Dallas related. Blizzarachi. That is my very favorite choice. So, because Liberace, Mr. Showmanship himself, was born and bred in West Dallas. So I think that one's the most solid choice. If I was voting, that's what I would vote for number one. But have some fun with the West Dallas Snowplow Contest names. And next week, a lot of fun with Winter Week. West Dallas is leaning all the way in because, they're the place to be in the summertime with the Wisconsin State Fair. But next week, West Dallas Winter Week in downtown West Dallas. Lots of other community organizations are teaming up. And it starts off Saturday with the Knit-a-thon, the Rotary Club Cozy Knit-a-thon from noon till 8 at Storykeepers Books. And it's cool. It's the second annual community making event where get together and knit hats, scarves, and gloves for those in need. And all the completed items will be donated to the Rotary Club's Cozy Clothing Drive. I think that's very heartwarming. Also on Sunday, it's a winter scavenger hunt at the West Dallas Historical Society from 1 till 3. And it says there's a scavenger hunt for the kids and one for the kids at heart. Sunday, you can also go to the Sip and Sling, which is that new slingshot bar. You can get free hot cocoa. And also they're collecting non-perishable food items all winter week long. You've also got Monday, the Rotary Club Cozy Clothing Drive. That is in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Make a difference and give back. And Tuesday at the West Dallas Senior Center, 2 events, Blankets and Bingo from 1 till 3, where you can play bingo and win all sorts of winter-inspired prizes, maybe even a blanket made at the Senior Center. And then later that night, a special gallery night, a showcase of artists who are members of the West Dallas Senior Center. Wednesday at West Dallas Winter Week is Super Wednesday Soup Crawl. This is an annual tradition. It'll be the 7th annual Super Wednesday Soup Crawl, where you get to stroll and taste some of the best soup in the city. And Thursday, Snowed In at the West Dallas Public Library from 6 till 8, cozy story time and live music and crafts and hot cocoa and treats. Friday, pub trivia with Aurora West Dallas at Ope Brewing Company. And it wraps up next Saturday, January 24th, with an open house at the Orchard Brook Kitchen, a new spot in West Dallas where you can meet Mike and Melissa serving hot cocoa and apple cider. So check out West Dallas Winter Week if you want to have some fun there. And what else is happening in West Dallas? The Wisconsin State Fair. Plans are well underway for the fun that will happen August 6th through the 16th this year. And a fresh concert announcement, Christian pop duo For King and Country. August 10th, headlining the Bank 59 main stage. For King and Country tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. You can get in on a special pre-sale for Friends of the Fair members. Get all the info on tickets and the show at the Wisconsin State Fair website. And these are Aussie brothers, Joel and Luke Smallbone. They perform as For King and Country. Got 4 Grammy Awards so far and a few #1 hits like Joy and Together. The song you need to hear is another #1 hit for them and a special version with a rock and roll Hall of Famer and country music legend. Turn it up next on What's on Tap.
We see you out there being an original, which is why you shop at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, because we have everything you want and need at prices that give you the most for your money. Now that we're past the holidays, it's time to gift yourself men's and women's zero exposure outerwear, half price, 25% off select Carhartt graphic hoodies. Plus, rewards members save $4 on select bags of Blaine's Farm and Fleet dog food. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Hey there, I'm Sandy Maxx with WTMJ. And as you gathered for the holidays with loved ones, celebrated and connected, did you also see how your loved ones are doing physically and mentally? Well, if you're noticing changes in your loved ones, my friends at 3 Pillars can help you out. They have a great set of resources and free educational programs at 3 Pillars Senior Living Communities in Dousman. They can help families, they can help individuals who may be ready to transition to the caring, top-rated environment that 3 Pillars offers. You can give 3 Pillars a call, 800-848-5306, or visit their website, 3pillars.org, for more information.
Education changes everything. It opens doors, shapes futures, and builds the foundation for our children's success. At City Forward Collective, we're working to transform our city's schools and ensure every Milwaukee child receives the high-quality education they deserve. We've taken real steps forward, but our work is far from done. This giving season, we're asking you to join us. Together, we can secure a stronger future for our children and a stronger future for Milwaukee. To support our mission, visit cityforwardcollective.org/donate. That's cityforwardcollective.org/donate.
Dinner chaos? Not tonight. Not when you got Screamin' Sicilian Detroit-style pizza on the table. It's got a thick and airy crust, that crispy, caramelized edge, tons of toppings baked into perfection right in its own pan. Available in cheese. You got the pepperoni, the multi-meat. Supreme is fantastic, all delicious. Every bite brings a little peace and harmony to the table. It's Screamin' Sicilian Detroit-style. Dinner drama diffused. Find it in your local grocer's freezer section.
It's Gina Della. You've heard me define what makes Pella Windows and Doors different. Let me introduce you to the woman behind the billboards, commercials, and share my extraordinary journey of resilience, reinvention, and shattering glass ceilings every Saturday morning at 6:30 on 620 WTMJ and anywhere you stream podcasts for What's the Difference with Gina Della to discuss business coaching across all industries, featuring successful executives, entrepreneurs, and mentors along the way. This is a story you won't want to miss.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
Fresh concert announcement today for King and Country. August 10th, headlining the Bank 5-9 main stage at the Wisconsin State Fair. Tickets on sale Friday morning at 10 at the Wisconsin State Fair website. And they are Australian brothers, Joel and Luke Smallbone. They got 4 Grammy Awards so far, #1 hits like Joy and Together. The song you need to hear is another #1 hit for them, and a special version that still charted big with rock and roll Hall of Famer and country music legend Dolly Parton. The positive, generous, incredibly talented icon heard the song and did a version with the brothers. This is for King and Country with Dolly Parton, and God Only Knows is the song you need to hear on What's on Tap.
Wide awake while the world is sound asleep, and too afraid of what might show up while you're dreaming. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe you. And every day you try to pick up all the pieces, all the memories, they somehow never leave you. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe you.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only knows.
There's a kind of love that, there's a kind of love.
You keep a cover over every single secret, so afraid if someone saw them they would leave. But somebody sees you. Somebody will never leave you.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only knows.
There's a kind of love that, there's a kind of love. There's a kind of love that,
For King and Country, August 10th at the Wisconsin State Fair, headlining there. Thanks for listening to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee.
Just like the Milwaukee Bucks, Coakley Brothers has developed into a world-class national